Hello folks, this is JD Porkchop and this is Let's Play RotaryCraft episode 1. So we had a little intro video put up the other day and we spawned right next to a village, and the noise of villagers was driving me crazy. It didn't sound good on the recording, and all in all it just wasn't a good idea. So I wandered off and I built this little place. Nothing inside it so far, just literally odds and ends, a bookshelf for our RotaryCraft books, and some chests with mostly just cobble and very little amount of mining done. Just to give you a little idea of where we are, the village is there. So just walked over here, and the reason that we're in a wasteland is, if you know anything about Biomes XL, is that it doesn't rain, and when recording for YouTube, rain can be a real pain in the ass. So it seemed like a good place. So all I've done, built the house and started a very small mine over here, and that's everything that I've done off camera so far. Very little. Just a little cobble bridge across the water into the most basic mine imaginable. Okay, so that's you all caught up as where we are. The plan for today is mostly mining and resource gathering. I'm going to go make a few more torches, and we're going to do a little bit of mining on camera, not much, and then we'll start aiming for the first machine, the first parts of RotaryCraft. We need to start getting steel made, which we do with a blast furnace. A blast furnace, if I just show you here, needs redstone. So just bricks around a single bit of redstone. So we need to get quite deep today. We also need a lot of iron, because steel is basically, you put it in your blast furnace with some gunpowder, some sand, and some coal. Then you have to heat the furnace up using lava. And where did my wood go? Here's my wood. As you can see, I have done a little bit of mining, but it really isn't much. It's really not a lot. And we didn't get very deep at all. So I got a little bit of extra torches, cobble wheels and stuff, and I'll make another pick. Make a few picks, because God knows I'll break them pretty quick. There we go. And just do a little bit of mining while we have a chat about what the plan is. So, one of the things I wanted to cover today was the fact that I'm still using 1.6.4. As anyone who follows Raker's Minecraft forum would know, there's now already a 1.7.10 version up of RotaryCraft. It's still beta, I think it's still quite buggy, and that's one of the reasons. I think the goal for this really is kind of like a learning kind of first time round. You know, we'll make lots of mistakes. It's very much going to be a kind of figure out how this mod works. It's, you know, both you and myself learning as we go, and then hopefully kind of try and wrap this up around Christmas time. I have some ideas for some other series I'd like to do. I'm a massive fan of Kerbal Space Program. I'd love to do a little Let's Play with that, with their update 0.25, I think it is coming out soon. So, you know, maybe do that for a while in between, and then start another series when the 1.7.10 is fully updated. It's, you know, all the bugs have been squashed and it's running smooth. And it's not just RotaryCraft. I mean, there's other mods out there as well. I mean, I absolutely love. I just love RailCraft, and there's just been an update of that, adding electric rail carts. So I mean, seeing that getting polished off and finished and the bugs squashed, you know, I really want to play with that as well. So yes, I am sort of behind the times using 1.6.4, but it's still early days for some of the mods in 1.7. And in all honesty, I mean, is there really that much difference? I mean, there'll be a few things added, there'll be a few tweaks, there'll be a few polishes, but the core game design of RotaryCraft is going to stay the same. It's still going to be, you know, what it is. And as much as I'd love to just start the 1.7 as soon as possible, I don't want to kind of start this and then get so far and then just stop, because that's not fun. You know, you guys are going to be following this, I hope, kind of episode to episode, and then for me to just turn around and go, okay, I'm bored of this now, let's go at 1.7. We're kind of, I've got to start back at the beginning again. You've got to start watching it from, you know, back at the beginning. I've said Fusion Reactor, and I think I want to try and stick to that. I want to try and make it to Fusion Reactor by Christmas. Whether that's possible or not, I don't know. I've never built one before. I have no idea whether I'm being completely unrealistic, and anyone who plays ReactorCraft is now just laughing, thinking, "Wow, he's ambitious." But you know what? It can't hurt to try. You know, if it takes us a little bit into January, it takes us a little bit into January. But it's always good to have a plan and to at least to try and stick to it. But there will be other series running with this. Just so you know, this colored stuff, this is like, you make acid with it. It's RotaryCraft. If you haven't seen this ore before, this fluorite, you dilute it in water using a machine called, that's a good question. What is the machine called? You dilute it in water and it makes acid. It makes sulfuric acid, which you then put the uranium, but it's called pitch blend. You put, and it gives you this liquid solution, which you then put into a centrifuge. And I cannot for the life of me remember what the machine is called. But I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves right now. We'll get to it. I'll probably remember what it's called in about 2 minutes time. But yeah, that's what that stuff's for. There's a couple other things. The black stuff, what was it? This is for making magnets, which you need for a cut. There's one of the engines needs it, and I think it's used once again in rotors. The AC engine, alternating current engine, uses magnets. You charge up the magnet, then put the magnet in it, in the engine. Where were we? Yeah, so I mean, we're not just going to be doing Minecraft on this season, on this page. I think we can kind of attempt a couple other things as well. Kerbal. I don't know. Maybe doing like random little kind of previews of stuff that's just been released. I haven't really kind of thought it through that much. At the moment, I just want to play Minecraft. I just want to play this. I just absolutely love this. I have a single player world as well, where I'm kind of trying to stay a little bit ahead of what we're doing on this, so I'm sort of kind of at least half know what I'm doing when I make an episode and not just bumbling through, which tends to be my style anyway. Nothing like a good bit of bumbling, which you probably guessed that from the intro series, where I kind of watched it back and went, Jesus, you really didn't have a clue what you were talking about. But hey, that's half the fun, right? That's the whole reason we're here, is having a bit of fun, hopefully teaching you guys something, teaching myself something, you know. I've got plenty of copper, and plenty of copper. I need lots more iron. And then we really need to start going a bit deeper. Trying to find some redstone. And diamonds would be pretty good as well. Although not in all honesty, not a major necessity. One of the things you'll learn about RotaryCraft is more than anything else, it just uses tons of iron. You pack it into your blast furnace, you turn it into steel, and you will use stacks and stacks of it. Absolute stacks and stacks of it. I mean, obviously you still use things like gold, redstone, diamonds for some of the more complicated machines, but your basic machinery, I mean, kind of what we're doing right now, what we will be doing for the next couple of episodes, we don't really need diamonds that much. It's not really a big thing. Where does this come out? In the forest. But obviously, redstone, we're going to need to go much deeper. Yeah, this is this is what I was telling you about, the lodestones. Is this lodestones or is this something that... Yeah, this is lodestones. This stuff, you turn it into magnets. It's from RotaryCraft as well. As you can see from my Walia tips, so one of the other mods I forgot to mention with the intro episode yesterday was the fact I have Walia installed. What am I looking at? Which kind of should help with you know, kind of knowing what I'm doing and what mods I'm playing with. If I kind of forget to tell you, you sort of just look at that and know exactly where stuff comes from. Alright guys, I've headed back up. I did another 10 minutes of mining or so off camera. Now heading back to the house. It's getting dark. And we're going to do a little bit of building work. We're going to make ourselves a grindstone. This is the most basic way of getting ore doubling. It is hand cranked, so we want to get away from it as quickly as possible. But for very, very, very early game, it's your best way of ore doubling. The recipe is there. So it's 3 bits of dust, quartz dust, which you'll find in the world. It's this type of ore here, and then a wooden gear from Buildcraft, which is just 4 sticks. So get myself a little bit of wood, and get some cobble and some smooth stone. And then there we go. And then if we click this and shift click on the question mark, it puts the recipe into the crafting table for you, and you can just pull it straight out. And on top of that, we need a crank, which is more sticks. We need to make the hand crank. There we go. I'll make 2 because they have a habit of breaking sometimes. And you just drop this down in the worlds. Take your crank, stick it in the hole in the top, and then in here is where you put your ore, and out here should be your dust. So we will stick our iron in there, and then if you just right click on the crank and give it a couple of turns, it's very slow. I mean, you will get bored of this very quickly. What I advise you do is gather up a couple of stacks of ore, throw it in this thing, and just hold down right click while watching some TV or something, because I mean, how many turns has it done now? I've been here 30 seconds. We'll give it a minute and it'll only have done, I don't know, 3 or 4 bits. It is very slow. So let's have a look. So there you go. We were at 51, so it's done 5 bits. It's working on the 6th. Oh no, sorry, done 4 bits. It's working on the 5th. So as you can see, very slow. We'll throw a bit of coal in here. Cook up some more of these. And we'll get some iron on the go. Once I've restocked everything, I'll put all this stuff away. Restock on tools and stuff, and we will go down and do some mining. Oh, I'll quickly show you. These rubies, these are from Project Red, and you get sapphires and emeralds as well, and they work the same as diamonds. The only difference between these is you can't break obsidian, but they have about the same durability as diamonds, and obviously much more common. You will find a lot more of these than you will diamonds. There's a spider on my roof and a zombie. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to get everything set up, and then we will come back in 5 minutes. Okay, guys? Hey guys, I just wanted to show you this. I've been digging around now for a wee while. I've got a fair amount of resources, and I came down to, where are we? About Y level 20, and I found pitch blend. Now, I was under the impression, I actually said in my intro video, that you could only get this in, there's zombies around somewhere. Like you could only get this in 2 certain types of biomes in the overworld. Mushroom biome and, oh no, in the end, which obviously isn't the overworld. So I think it's because I have extra biomes, because this is an extra biome that we're in at the moment. But yeah, so if you start your own world of this, maybe try, what type of biome are we in? We're in a temperate rainforest. I mean, there's some there, and then there's some platinum. What's this? Cadmium. And there's some more there, next to a huge lake of lava, which we will be using for a fuel source at some point. And there's also, if you can see down there, redstone. So I'm going to dig round the lake of lava and go get that redstone. And I'll meet you back upstairs in 10 minutes or so. I've got to also grab a couple of buckets of lava, and we're going to build the blast furnace today, hopefully. That'll be a nice way to round up the episode. Anyway guys, I'm going to cut it again, and I'll be back in 5 minutes after I gather up all this stuff. Hey guys, alright, I'm back from mining. As you can see, we now have quite a good little stack of stuff. A whole stack of iron, plus still a little bit left in here. I was going to build the blast furnace, and then I realized that I forgot to get the lava. So I'm going to quickly jump away again, go get the lava, and then we will put the blast furnace together to show you how to start making your steel, which is your first step on the road to RotaryCraft. I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys. Alright guys, I'm back. I went and got my lava, and I've planted it down. Just a little 3x3, and then blast furnace is made. I just want to show you these 2 books. I forgot to cover these in the intro episode. I spawned into the world with 3 books. This one over here is, hold on, I will just get them out. I'll get all of them out and just show all of them to you. This one here is from Tinker's Construct, and is the basics. It's how to build the machine, the smeltery blocks, how the basic parts of it go. That's the first book, the second book, and the third book, just so you know how to do that. Anyone who's played with Tinkers will know about the books. And then you have the 2 from Raker's mods. So you have the first one is RotaryCraft, and it covers everything. I mean, absolutely. Just flick through it, have a look at some of the stuff that's in this. I mean, you're talking about basically an inbuilt wiki. It covers every item, every mechanic, all the machines and what speed they need. If you click over this, it tells you exactly what speed, what torque that it needs, the power. It covers everything. Like I said, an inbuilt wiki. You have the what's this? RotaryCraft. My brain really isn't working today. RotaryCraft. So you have isotope centrifuge, neutron irradiation chamber. Once again, it just tells you everything about these blocks and what you're going to need to make them, the recipe. So if we go back to the RotaryCraft one and try and find the blast furnace, which you would think it would be quite near the top, considering it's kind of one of the most first things you have to build, and I cannot find it for the life of me. Table of content, engines, transmission, processing, page 12. How do I get to page 12? Aha! Processing. Nope. Well, I'll tell you how you can find it. Actually, if you put the item down, you click on it, you click on info, ta-da! Page 9. So there's your recipe. Bricks surrounded by just normal stone bricks, vanilla stone bricks surrounding one piece of redstone. One of the most important things you have to learn, I'm taking screenshots now, one of the most important things you have to learn about the blast furnace is it needs to be in a biome. When you first place it down, it needs to be in a biome. If you're heating it with lava anyway, there's another machine you can heat it with, which makes what I'm about to say not matter. But if you put down lava, and in the biome that you put it down, the background ambient temperature, hello Mr. Creeper, is minus. It's like a cold biome, like a snow biome over there, a couple of the other biomes. The blast furnace will not get hot enough. It will just get to just below the temperature it needs. It needs 600. And if you put it in a snow biome, it will get to about 580. And no matter what you do to it, it will stay at 580 unless you use a friction heater. So make sure when you put it down, if you look at it, it says 45 degrees and it's already shooting up. That's fine. 45 is absolutely fine. Anything below 0 and you're going to struggle. So now it's just a case of letting it heat up. While it does that, I'm going to go and make a couple of other little things. We have lots of gems, so I'm going to make some more tools. I'm going to put these books back. Also going to I need 2 chests, and string. I really should show you where it is, but I found please brain, work for me today. A mine shaft, down in the ground, and it has some excellent stuff in it, including lots of string, which means I can make this thing, which I'm about to make. From forestry, pack. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. From forestry, you have a load of backpacks, and each one can put different things in it. So you have a trackman, so you can put rail. Miners, foresters, so that's for if you're chopping down trees, it'll store wood and saplings and stuff like that. Builders will put, stone, bricks, all that kind of stuff. So when you're building something, you don't have to keep going back and forth getting more resources. I think there's one for bees and one for definitely one for bees. Where is it? There we go. Apiarist's backpack for bees. I think I cannot pronounce that to save myself, but I think that's butterflies. Lepidopterus. No, I can't pronounce that. Somebody's gonna correct me on it, I'm sure. But yeah. Anyway, the one we want is the digger's backpack. This one. Oh no, that's the woven one, which is advanced. It's the advanced one. So we need 2 bits of stone, 2 bits of wool, and 4 bits of string, and then we want the miner's one, which is 2 ingots instead of stone. So I've got the string. I don't think I have any wool, which I will go and quickly get. There's some sheep. up there in those up somewhere around there. I'm definitely sure there's some sheep up there. So I will go quickly shear a couple of sheep, and I will be back in 2 seconds. Alright guys, I got some wool, found some sheep, and we're gonna give this another go. So string in all the corners, and wool at the bottom and the top, and then an iron ingot either side gives me the mining one, and a smooth stone either side gives me the diggers one. And then once you have them, if you hold it and press shift and right click, you can change the mode on it. So that's just normal. That is locked, so nothing will go into it. That is, I can't remember. That one is, I know that one is, oh that's right. That one will take everything out of your inventory and put it into the backpack. That one will keep one stack in your inventory at all times. Let's just kind of show you what I mean by this. So we'll take some cobble and throw it on the floor. Apart from one block. Walk over it. And it keeps one stack in my inventory. And the other stacks are in the digger's backpack. And if you take away half a stack, it automatically refills it straight away. And if you put that stack, it will fill that one up as well. But it'll only just keep one. So if I pick that up, it goes into the backpack. Also, if you right click on your chest, it'll put it in. And if you see now, it's empty. And the cobble is in there. So they're very handy, 15 slots. So one for all the iron ore and copper and all the ores and all the gems and stuff should all go into it. Redstone, all that kind of stuff, and all the it's pretty smart. It will figure out non-vanilla stuff as well, and that's really it. I'm going to build some more picks. Now I've got tons of this stuff, and I'm probably going to do a lot more mining, but it'll all be, I'm not going to do any more mining on camera now. I think that's enough. It's not interesting. You'd much rather be spending your time watching me build stuff than digging around in the ground. Let's have a little look at the temperature on our... Hey, so there we go. Right, so what you need to do is you have in the bottom gunpowder, in the middle coal, and in the top sand. Then you need some iron, and that's not enough. One of the things you must make sure that you're doing is what have we got in here? Oh, that was from I kind of messed it up the first time rounds, so I've already done this once and then had to, the recording got screwed up. I need some more ore just to show you this. Whenever you're using the machine, always fill all 9 slots on the blast furnace. Always. The way it works is the more percentage, the percentage of you getting extra ingots will be higher the more you fill it. So if all 9 are filled, you'll get the highest chance of extra. So for every 9 you put in, you could potentially get 12 or 13 out. It doesn't happen every time, it is a chance. But it's definitely worth making sure that you just put everything in stacks of 9 to get that extra. So we'll just quickly cook this. Some coal. And like I said, now because it's your ambient temperature was 45, it managed 600 easily, over 600 easily. If it had been under 60, under 0, that's when you have the problems. There we go, 9 ingots. So we'll put the 9 ingots in here, like so. And hey presto, that is how we make steel. As I've said 1,000 times, you will need lots of this. So it's good to have this in the first episode to just kind of show you how it's done. This stuff will slowly get used up. It isn't a one-to-one. The gunpowder, I mean, will last you a reasonably long length of time. At some point we're going to have to, we will be building a system to get this, probably a mob farm, or you can make it with saltpeter and ground up coal, I think. But I think a mob farm would be the best way. Then obviously sand is easy enough to get hold of, and coal we should have plenty of. When we start automating the machines to not use coal, we'll have tons of it. So these two aren't a problem. But gunpowder, we're going to have to, in the near future, look at a way of automating the collection of gunpowder. So that's everything really for the first episode. I know it hasn't been particularly interesting, but it is early days. We've got tons to do. I mean, this room should hopefully be full of machines and stuff soon. It is only episode 1. I love this little spot, and I think that I've got a lot of plans for building into this mountainside and expanding out into the area around. So the sooner that we get onto episode 2, the better. So I'm going to leave it here, guys. I've been JD Porkchop. You've been watching Let's Play RotaryCraft, and I'll see you in the next episode.